seen my last video, you guys will know about the good, the mid, and the ugly. So instead of doing one whole wrap up of all the books I've read in the month of October, I'm going to break it into little chunks and I'm going to tackle each chunk, like on a different day. So today, because I'm tired, I don't even feel like, sitting up. I am gonna talk about the books that were like middle of the road for me. Like, it wasn't really good, it wasn't really bad, it was just okay. So without any further ado, let's just talk about the books. First, I want to talk about is Stillhouse Lake, which I gave 3 stars. So basically it is about, this family, they come to know that the dad is actually a serial killer, and how they have to, face the consequences of that. And years later, when things are finally, settled down, similar murders start to happen, and then the story goes on from there. The story was okay, it was, like an okay thriller for me, and I don't really have much to say about it. It was a little bit surface level with the characters and everything. The plotting wasn't very tightly knit, so it had its flaws, but I had fun reading it, so it gets a 3 star from me. And the next book is The Patient by Jasper Dewitt. Okay, the first book was by Rachel Kane, and this The Patient is by Jasper Dewitt. So it is a horror book about this patient at a mental asylum. It is written as, as if someone has gone to Reddit and written those true scary story kind of a thing. So it's kind of structured like that. The thing is, the book was quite hyped up by Gabby Reads, but I didn't find the book to be that scary or that compelling or that interesting. Like, it was just okay. I read it in a day. It was very, like, not memorable at all. Like, I can't recall what exactly happened in the book. Like, I read it this month and I can't recall. So you can tell that the book is not at all memorable. So that is The Patient. I gave it 3 stars. And next we come to A Flicker in the Dark. A Flicker in the Dark is very similar to Stillhouse Lake. So in Flicker in the Dark, the family comes to know that the dad is the serial killer, and years later, in Stillhouse Lake, you are following the wife. In Flicker in the Dark, you are following the daughter. And years later, similar crimes start happening, and like, who is doing that, who is behind that. So I liked it a bit more than I liked Stillhouse Lake, and that's because the characters were a bit more fleshed out, in my opinion. And the themes that were tackled in this one, they resonated with me more than the themes that were, talked about in Stillhouse Lake. So I gave this one a 3.5 star. The reveal didn't do much for me. The reveal was kind of meh, so that brought down the rating quite a bit. So it's a 3.5 star. Next we have The Carrow Haunt. Okay, so this is by Darcy Coates, and this Darcy Coates is known for her haunted house books like Haunting of Ashburn House, The Gallows Hill, and so many others are there. Like, Kindle Unlimited is full of her books, and most of them are haunted house books. And I wanted to read one. And Covers with Cassidy, she has Covers with Cassidy, Mel Lero reads, and Rai. They have this Discord called I can't remember the name. Late Night Crew, I think. Late Night Crew Discord. And they were reading Carrow Haunt, and I was like, okay, it's October. I wanted to read a Darcy Coates book, and they're reading one, so I can, buddy read it. So I read the book. It was okay. Like, it had created a good atmosphere. Like, I was feeling scared and all that stuff. But the ending could have been better. The ending kind of killed it, and it left, like, what was, gonna be a 4 star, it ended up being a 3.5 star. Yeah, it ended up being a 3.5 star because of the ending. So it's a solid read. Like, you, if you want something, to read in a day and feel entertained and all that, and you don't mind a cheesy Is that the battery? I don't know. You don't mind something, with a cheesy ending or something like that. So you can go for the Caro Haunt. The last one is The Drowning Kind, so it is a bit higher rated in this list. It has got 4 stars, but still it is not as memorable as the other books that I read this month. So The Drowning Kind is about two people, and one storyline is happening in the present and one is happening in the past, and both revolve around this body of water. And this body of water is like supposed to heal people. It fulfills people's wishes and all that, but it also has a dark secret or something like that. So it was quite good, but I won't say it's mind-blowingly good or something like that. It won't stay with me for long. I had fun while reading it. I really liked the ending. It made an impact on me, but it's not gonna last for long. And compared to the other books I read this month, it's just okay. I feel it's not a bad book. Like, I'll tell you to go for it. It's by Jennifer McMahon, and I've been meaning to read her books for quite a while now, and I feel like she can become one of my favorite authors. Like, if I read more of her books and if I like them better than this one, I feel like she can become one of my all-time favorites. So that's it. Those were the 5 books that were kind of mid for me. Not great, not bad, but in the middle. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip, like next one, and stay happy.